Well, when you pay your insurance bills, you might not even see that it's there, but that little known fee that we're all paying is bringing in a whole lot of money, and I mean a lot, for New York State. The amount collected for the motor vehicle law enforcement fee was actually just raised a few years ago, but where exactly is all that extra money going? I was pretty amazed to find out, and you might be too, as tonight I follow the money and get the bottom line.
For Brendan Foley, who's our new executive producer here at CBS 6, it was something of a welcome present.
Well, I recently moved to the state, bought a new car, got New York plates.
Only not so welcome. He also had to switch over his insurance, and when he did, he saw this.
Just at the bottom of the form, it just said New York State vehicle law enforcement fee.
A total of $20 for the two vehicles combined on his policy.
And I thought, why am I paying $10 per car for something that looks like it's going to the police?
In short, he is.
Everybody collects the $10 fee for every vehicle for their yearly policy.
But it wasn't always that way. When the fee first passed into law in 1992, the going rate was just $1 per vehicle. Lawmakers raised it to $5 apiece in 2005, and then in 2009, when the law was set to sunset, they instead hiked it up to $10.
It's money that the insurance company collects. They get no commission off it. It's all turned over to the state.
Now, you probably know New York's got a lot of vehicles out on the roads. Add it all up, and this fee now brings in upwards of $115 million for the state. But here's the thing.
It's been a good policy that's run amok, in my estimation.
Senator Jim Seward, who sits on the Senate Insurance Committee, says this fee was created to help curb auto theft and insurance fraud in the state. And money collected went into a special fund, which he says has been effective. But of that $115 million now collected, only about $13 million now goes to the Motor Vehicle Theft and Insurance Fraud Prevention Fund and other related efforts, while the rest, more than $100 million, goes to state police for general use.
When it went to $10 in 2009-10 budget, I actually voted against that budget. But the issue at that time was that we needed more resources at a time when state resources were scarce.
So our extra insurance dollars covered the gap. Now that he chairs the Insurance Committee, Senator Seward tells me he's vowing to change that.
Now, believe me, we need to have our state police adequately funded. I'm not begrudging that at all. But I say that at a time when we're all paying too much for our auto insurance, why do we add these extra fees?
So you're saying this coming session, you will introduce some sort of change regarding this fee?
Certainly, I'm going to be fighting to do that.
Now, a spokesperson for the state police reiterated for me that the millions of dollars collected from this fee are simply replacing budget money, which had been coming from other revenue sources and are not being collected on top of its annual budget. The state Comptroller's office also tells me that it is currently conducting an audit of this particular fee.